The Whispering Woods. Chapter 1, The Dare. The air in Ravenshade hung heavy with mystery, and at its heart stood Alex Holloway, a spirited filmmaker fueled by an insatiable curiosity. In the quiet moments between breaths, his mind echoed with the haunting tales of Eldritch Grove, a forest that whispered secrets to those willing to listen. Eldritch Grove, or the Whispering Woods as the locals whispered it, had earned its reputation as a place where shadows danced with the unknown. Stories of an abandoned village, frozen in time, lingered like specters in the collective memory of the town. Alex, drawn to the enigma of this ominous terrain, found himself at the precipice of an adventure that promised to unravel the fabric of reality. His decision to embark on this journey wasn't merely a fleeting whim, it was a deliberate choice to confront the mysteries that veiled Eldritch Grove. Armed with a camera and a determination to capture the ethereal, Alex saw this as an opportunity to share the unexplained with a wider audience on his YouTube channel. As night fell, the moon casting an otherworldly glow on the landscape, Alex stood on the outskirts of the ominous forest. The wind whispered through the leaves, carrying with it the hushed tales of the Whispering Woods. The abandoned village, lost in the folds of time, loomed like a specter in the shadows, its presence felt even from a distance. With each step, the crunch of leaves beneath his boots marked the beginning of a journey into the heart of mystery. The camera, a silent witness to his audacious quest, framed the unfolding narrative as Alex ventured into the depths of Eldritch Grove. Little did he know that the decision to accept the dare would set in motion a chain of events that would challenge his perceptions and plunge him into the chilling embrace of the supernatural. Chapter 2, Into the Depths. The border between the known and the unknown blurred as Alex stepped into Eldritch Grove. The air, thick with an otherworldly tension, clung to him like a second skin. The moon cast fragmented rays through the gnarled branches overhead, creating an intricate dance of light and shadow on the forest floor. Venturing further into the woods, Alex couldn't shake the feeling that the very essence of Eldritch Grove was alive, observing his every move. The silence, broken only by the rustle of leaves and the occasional creak of ancient branches, intensified the eeriness of his surroundings. As he pressed on, the first signs of the supernatural manifested in subtle whispers that seemed to dance on the edge of his consciousness. The woods themselves seemed to murmur secrets, each leaf and twig conspiring to tell a tale only the bravest would dare to comprehend. Alex, undeterred, adjusted his camera, capturing the haunting symphony of nature. Strange noises echoed through the darkness, a distant howl, an unidentifiable shuffle in the underbrush. Every step into the heart of Eldritch Grove heightened the sense of anticipation, and Alex found himself drawn to the mysterious sounds that punctuated the stillness. The abandoned village emerged like a specter from the past, its dilapidated structures standing as silent witnesses to the passage of time. Alex's camera panned across the ghostly remnants of what was once a thriving community, now reduced to decaying walls and empty echoes. As he delved into the village's depths, the atmosphere thickened with an unspoken sorrow. The remnants of lives once lived whispered tales of joy turned to despair. Alex, guided by the flickering light of his flashlight, documented the haunting remnants of the past, each frame telling a story untold for years. The village square, overgrown with nature's reclamation, became a stage for the mystery that unfolded. Shadows danced on the edges of his vision, and the echoes of forgotten laughter lingered in the air. Alex, standing amidst the remnants of time, felt the weight of the supernatural settling around him. The stage was set, the pieces in place, the eerie ambience of Eldritch Grove and the abandoned village were but a prelude to the enigma that awaited. As Alex continued his exploration, the boundary between reality and the supernatural began to blur, promising a journey into the heart of a mystery that defied understanding. Chapter 3, The Diary's Tale. Within the shadows of the dilapidated village, Alex's flashlight flickered over the remnants of forgotten lives. It was in one of the crumbling houses that he stumbled upon a relic of the past, an old diary, its pages yellowed with age and whispering secrets long kept silent. The leather-bound journal, cradled within his hands, seemed to carry the weight of untold stories. As he carefully opened its fragile pages, Alex discovered the handwritten musings of a villager who had once called this forsaken place home. The words etched on the pages spoke of joyous celebrations, the laughter of children, and the warmth of a community bound by shared history. Yet, as the entries unfolded, a sinister undercurrent emerged. The inked narratives revealed a series of mysterious disappearances, each one leaving behind a void in the tight-knit fabric of the village. Desperation seeped through the words, and the tone shifted from hopeful to haunting, as if the diary itself bore witness to a malevolent force that prowled Eldritch Grove. The writer spoke of a darkness that slumbered beneath the ancient trees, a malevolence that hungered for the fear of those who dared to tread its sacred ground. The whispers that had accompanied Alex into the woods were not mere figments of his imagination, they were the unsettling voices of the past, recorded in the fragile pages he now clutched. As Alex read on, a chilling realization set in. The malevolent force spoken of in the diary seemed to awaken with each passing generation, claiming unsuspecting souls lost in the labyrinth of Eldritch Grove. The diary hinted at a cycle of horror, a curse that bound the village to the supernatural whims of the woods. Tension gripped Alex's heart as he grappled with the weight of the revelations before him. The decision to press on became a battle between his insatiable curiosity and the instinct for self-preservation. The pages of the diary, now a guide and warning, posed a choice: turn back and escape the clutches of the malevolent force, or plunge deeper into the heart of the enigma and face the horrors that awaited. With the diary as his guide and the specter of the malevolent force looming, Alex stood at the crossroads of the unknown. The next steps would either unravel the mysteries hidden within Eldritch Grove or seal his fate in the darkness that clung to the forest like a curse. Chapter 4: Whispers in the Shadows. As Alex continued his journey deeper into Eldritch Grove, the once subtle whispers became an insistent murmur, echoing through the ancient trees like a haunting melody. The air itself seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy, and the oppressive weight of the supernatural settled around him. The whispers, once distant and indistinct, now carried an eerie familiarity, as if the very forest was trying to communicate with him. Alex's name danced on the wind, the syllables woven into the fabric of the unsettling chorus that surrounded him. It was as though Eldritch Grove itself had taken notice of his intrusion, and the malevolent force awakened by the diary's tale sought to make its presence known. With each step, the whispers grew more distinct, forming hushed warnings and cryptic messages that reverberated through the haunted woods. The camera, an unwitting witness, captured the spectral symphony, the audio registering the chilling undertones that accompanied the journey. As Alex reviewed the footage, a new layer of horror revealed itself, strange figures lurking in the periphery of his vision. Shadows moved independently, distorted faces appeared and vanished in the blink of an eye. The forest seemed to play tricks on his perception, offering glimpses into a realm where reality and the supernatural converged. Unnerved by the spectral apparitions, Alex pressed on, the unnerving atmosphere driving him deeper into the heart of the mystery. The camera, now both a shield and a portal into the unknown, documented the strange figures that appeared at the edges of the frame. Each playback heightened the sense of unease, and the line between the tangible and the paranormal blurred. Viewers of Alex's YouTube channel were quick to notice the subtle anomalies in the videos. Comments flooded the comment section, expressing concern for his safety and unease about the ominous whispers and spectral figures. Some suggested he turn back, while others were captivated by the unfolding horror, urging him to delve further into the enigma. The virtual audience, captivated by the eerie footage, became unwitting participants in the unfolding narrative. The unease and tension grew not only within Eldritch Grove but also in the digital realm, where viewers grappled with the realization that the line between fiction and reality was becoming increasingly thin. As the whispers and figures persisted, the comments section transformed into a digital séance, a virtual gathering of souls united in the collective fear of the unknown. The story of Eldritch Grove had transcended the confines of the forest. It had become a shared experience that blurred the boundaries between the tangible and the spectral, leaving both Alex and his viewers on the precipice of a horror that defied explanation. Chapter 5: The Haunted Village. As Alex ventured further into the heart of the abandoned village, the air grew thick with a palpable tension. The diary's revelations echoed in his mind, fueling his determination to unravel the dark secrets that clung to the forsaken structures. His footsteps echoed through empty streets, and the dilapidated houses whispered secrets of their own. The flickering light of his flashlight illuminated forgotten remnants, a weathered altar in a hidden corner, cryptic symbols etched onto time-worn walls, and remnants of a ritual long since concluded. The clues pointed towards a dark chapter in the village's past, a ritual, shrouded in malevolence, conducted by those who sought to tap into forces beyond the mortal realm. Alex, now the inadvertent investigator of the supernatural, captured each discovery on camera, the lens serving as a witness to the haunted history hidden within the village's decaying walls. Paranormal activity intensified with every step. Ghostly apparitions materialized in the corners of his vision, ethereal figures caught in a perpetual dance between realms. The shadows, once mere spectators, seemed to come alive, moving with an intelligence that defied the laws of the natural world. Alex's growing fear was tangible, his breath visible in the cold air as he pieced together the puzzle of the cursed village. The gravity of the situation pressed upon him, a weight that transcended the physical and seeped into the very core of his being. The line between observer and participant blurred, and Eldritch Grove, with its haunted village, became a stage where reality and the supernatural collided. As the paranormal manifestations escalated, the camera captured the raw emotion etched on Alex's face, a concoction of fear, disbelief, and an unyielding determination to confront the horrors that lurked within. The once adventurous filmmaker found himself entangled in a nightmare, and the realization that the malevolent force hinted at in the diary was not a mere tale but a living entity weighed heavily on him. The haunted village, a spectral theater of the macabre, seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. Alex, now a reluctant protagonist in a story written by forces beyond comprehension, grappled with the dawning understanding that his journey into Eldritch Grove was not just a quest for the unknown but a confrontation with a darkness that hungered for the living. With each revelation, the shadows deepened, and the haunting symphony of the paranormal played on, leaving Alex on the precipice of a horror that transcended the boundaries of mortal understanding. Chapter 6, Mansion of Despair. Eldritch Grove revealed its darkest secret as Alex, guided by an eerie intuition, stumbled upon an ancient mansion concealed within the heart of the haunted woods. The structure, weathered by time and overgrown with ivy, stood as a silent sentinel of the mysteries that unfolded within its walls. As Alex approached, the air grew heavy with an oppressive malevolence, the very essence of the mansion seeming to exhale a breath tainted by centuries of supernatural history. The camera trembled in his grip, capturing the foreboding facade as he crossed the threshold into the unknown. The entrance foyer, adorned with faded tapestries and crumbling statues, greeted him with an eerie silence. The flickering light of his flashlight danced over the grand staircase, its steps creaking under the weight of forgotten footsteps. It was as if the mansion itself held its breath, waiting for an intruder to disturb the centuries-old slumber. The malevolent energy, once a subtle undercurrent, became more tangible within the mansion's walls. Unseen eyes seemed to watch from the shadows, and the whispers that haunted Eldritch Grove coalesced into disconcerting voices that echoed through the abandoned halls. The very architecture seemed to breathe, exuding a haunting energy that sent shivers down Alex's spine. As he explored the decaying rooms, supernatural encounters escalated. Unseen forces tugged at his senses, causing strange distortions in perception. Doors slammed shut behind him, and chilling drafts carried with them phantom whispers that seemed to mock his very presence. The mansion, a labyrinth of despair, tested Alex's courage and resolve. Every corner harbored a new manifestation of the supernatural, a flicker of movement in the mirrors, ghostly apparitions that materialized and dissipated in the blink of an eye, and the persistent feeling of being watched by entities unseen. The camera lens became a portal into a realm where the living and the spectral intertwined. Viewers, transfixed by the unfolding horror, watched as the line between reality and nightmare blurred. Alex's breath quickened, his heartbeat echoing through the dimly lit corridors, as he confronted the malevolent force that lurked within the mansion's decaying embrace. The supernatural encounters within the Mansion of Despair reached a crescendo, leaving Alex standing at the epicenter of a haunted symphony. The very walls seemed to groan with the weight of the paranormal, and the next steps he took would determine whether he could navigate the maze of Eldritch Grove's malevolence or succumb to the darkness that awaited in the shadows. Chapter 7: Confrontation with the Unknown. As Alex delved deeper into the mansion's forsaken chambers, a spectral presence revealed itself, the vengeful spirit responsible for the haunting of Eldritch Grove. Its form, ethereal and twisted by anguish, materialized before him, carrying the weight of a tragic backstory that tied its essence to the abandoned village and the malevolent force that lingered within. The spirit's mournful whispers told a tale of betrayal and heartache, a narrative woven into the very fabric of the village's dark history. It was a tale of lives lost to a malevolent ritual, the echoes of suffering that resonated through the ages. The abandoned village, the cursed woods, and the mansion itself were all entangled in a web of tragedy spun by the vengeful spirit seeking retribution. As the spirit's story unfolded, the mansion's eerie atmosphere reached its peak. Shadows danced with an otherworldly intensity, and the air pulsed with the energy of supernatural forces converging. The walls themselves seemed to weep, and the very architecture of the mansion became a vessel for the spirit's anguished lament. The climax unfolded with an intensity that shook the foundation of reality. The vengeful spirit, fueled by centuries of torment, sought retribution for the sins of the past. The mansion's halls reverberated with the echoes of its sorrow, and the malevolent force that had haunted Eldritch Grove awakened in a surge of spectral power. Alex, caught in the midst of the supernatural maelstrom, struggled to maintain his composure. The camera, now an extension of his trembling hands, captured the terror etched on his face as he faced the convergence of past and present, the living and the spectral. The struggle for escape became a battle against the forces that sought to bind him to the mansion's haunted embrace. Ghostly apparitions manifested with increasing urgency, their mournful cries merging with the spirit's vengeful wails. Each step became a test of Alex's resolve, and the once confident filmmaker found himself teetering on the edge of a reality that defied explanation. As the supernatural forces closed in, the camera's lens framed the climax of Eldritch Grove's haunting tale. The mansion's walls seemed to close in, and the very air crackled with the energy of the unknown. Viewers, captivated by the unfolding terror, watched as Alex's struggle reached its zenith, leaving them on the edge of their seats, questioning the boundaries between the living and the spectral. Chapter 8: Escape from Eldritch Grove. In the climactic struggle within the mansion of despair, Alex's courage was put to the ultimate test. With the camera clutched tightly in his trembling hands, he managed to break free from the spectral forces that sought to bind him to the haunted halls. Fear etched across his face, sweat glistening on his brow, he staggered out into the cold night air, the weight of supernatural oppression lifting as he crossed the threshold. The escape was a frenzied flight, each step echoing with the echoes of the supernatural encounter. The mansion's anguished cries seemed to follow him, the very air heavy with the residual energy of the confrontation. Shadows loomed in the periphery of his vision, and the whispers persisted, lingering like ghosts in the wind. The malevolent force, once confined within the mansion, seemed to seep into the very fabric of Eldritch Grove, its echoes haunting Alex's every step. The trees, once silent witnesses, now whispered secrets of the ancient curse that bound the forest to a tragic past. The path to escape became a winding journey through a maze of shadows, each step a struggle against the relentless force that sought to reclaim him. As Alex reached the outskirts of Eldritch Grove, the whispers began to fade, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted. The moon cast its ethereal glow upon the boundary of the haunted woods, signaling his escape from the clutches of the malevolent force that had gripped him. The camera, still recording, captured the heaving breaths and visible relief on Alex's face. The haunted symphony of Eldritch Grove gave way to the distant sounds of the night, and the weight of the supernatural encounter settled into an eerie silence. In the concluding moments of the video, Alex, shaken and exhausted, turned to the camera, the haunted expression still etched on his face. The reflections of the moon danced in his eyes as he struggled to put words to the harrowing experience. He spoke of the malevolent force, the vengeful spirit, and the mysteries that clung to Eldritch Grove like a cursed shroud. The video faded to black, leaving viewers with a sense of lingering unease. The comments section buzzed with speculation and shared experiences of fear. Alex's reflection on the ordeal was a cryptic epilogue, leaving unanswered questions about the true nature of the Whispering Woods and the malevolent force that lurked within. The screen went dark, but the haunting echoes of Eldritch Grove lingered in the minds of those who had witnessed the journey. The tale of Alex's escape became a digital artifact, a testament to the blurred boundaries between the tangible and the supernatural, leaving viewers to question the true depths of the enigma that was the Whispering Woods. The eerie stillness of Eldritch Grove lingered in the air as Alex, now at a safe distance from the malevolent forces that had plagued him, took a moment to reflect. The moon cast a haunting glow on the landscape, a stark reminder of the otherworldly journey he had just undertaken. With a heavy breath, Alex turned to face the camera, the glow of his flashlight casting shadows on his face, enhancing the gravity of the moment. The haunted look in his eyes spoke volumes about the weight of the supernatural encounters he had endured. "I never thought I'd come face to face with the unknown like this," he began, his voice carrying a mixture of disbelief and contemplation. "Eldritch Grove is a place that defies explanation. The whispers, the apparitions, the vengeful spirit, it's all a testament to a reality we might never fully understand." The silence that followed seemed to echo with the lingering mysteries of Eldritch Grove. Alex, visibly affected by the experience, continued, "I made it out, but I can't shake the feeling that this story is far from over. The mysteries that cling to the Whispering Woods go deeper than I could have anticipated. There's more to uncover, more secrets waiting to be revealed." As the camera captured the flicker of determination in his eyes, Alex hinted at the possibility of future explorations. "I won't let Eldritch Grove fade into the forgotten. There are untold stories here, and I'll be back to uncover them. Stay tuned for more, the journey doesn't end here." With that enigmatic promise, he concluded the video, leaving the audience with a sense of lingering unease. The screen faded to black, but the mysteries of Eldritch Grove continued to resonate in the minds of those who had followed the harrowing adventure. The questions lingered, and as the haunting echoes subsided, viewers were left wondering if the horrors of Eldritch Grove truly ended with Alex's escape or if they were merely scratching the surface of a supernatural abyss that awaited further exploration.